Alright, boom, we are here for a chest and back session. We have indeed got a little bit of a benching session today, which I am super excited about. However, I'm not going to be speaking for long because I am feeling so tired. I need to have a coffee. Today is, well, it started off hella grey, but it looks like the sun's coming out a little bit, which is nice, and some clear blue sky, which is obviously beautiful. Can never really complain about. However, I'm going to be leaving for the gym probably in about like 15-20 minutes or so. So I will see you guys on the journey to the gym. Alright, we are starting off today's chest and back session with some flat barbell pressing. We're going to aim to get like 3 reps here, see how it feels, probably go up to 105 or 110 and just like kind of slowly progress up. I don't want to overdo it, so we're going to see how this feels. Sweet. Alright, it's time for a back off set. We can drop the weight to 90 and try and get a decent set of this. Damn, I'm annoyed, man. I should have got that 3rd rep. But it's okay, first time benching properly in a while. But that's alright. Let's just keep it going. We'll take that as a back off step. Alright, we've got 45 kg each side. Let's get this incline machine press, plate loaded press. Let's see if we can get a good set here. Honestly, I feel like I can't really breathe properly. I feel like my cardiovascular is really struggling today. My whole like CNS is just battered. And I felt it before I even started benching. I'm not going to make excuses as to why I didn't get that 3rd rep of the 110, but there's definitely some limiting factors as to why I couldn't go full maximum capacity during the benching. But honestly, it's fine. We'll come back next session even better. So let's get this. Oh my God. Oh, we'll take that. Oh, oh. Let's get this first back exercise. Oh my god. Wait. Dawn. Oh my god. Fuck. Ah. 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 Oh my god. Alright, let's get this. It's too easy. I'm like full. I need to see if I can get a plate on it because I find it way too easy. I was gonna see if I can get a plate on and do double hand, but it looks like we can't get a plate on it because I think the cable, the actual weights are too low to the ground. So we're just gonna do full stack single arm and we'll get a good set of this. Give it a minute and then we'll do double arm. Oh my god. Slowly getting there. Alright, I am finally home and I am knackered. However, I know this is a little bit different. I'm sat at my desk. You're probably thinking, what am I doing sat at my desk? Now I actually just I had wrote a quote from someone that has been pretty inspirational in a way. Not sure if you guys know a man called Cliff. He's on social media. And he's probably in his 60s or so now. I think he's really getting on with age, but you know, he's a follower of Christ. But there's this quote that he said in an Instagram reel that I saw of someone that had made up. And I genuinely thought it was one of the most interesting things. And it literally, it hit something in my brain that was like, damn. Now, I'm not a follower of Christ myself. I feel like I'm slowly getting to a point of maybe where I can open my mind to becoming the idea of becoming a follower of Christ. But right at this current stage, I wouldn't say I am. However, I'm just going to read this to you guys real quick. And, you know, I'll leave this video with this and I'll let you guys sit there and think about it. And, you know, some of you guys, it might resonate with you. Some of you guys, it won't. But sometimes it's good just to share something that you've listened. Okay. Laziness is a sin because laziness is essentially saying, God, you have given me nothing of significance and importance. Therefore, I can fritter my life away being lazy, not developing my physical talents or my intellectual talents or my spiritual talents. Because guess what? It really doesn't matter. And God says, no. You matter. I've given you talents. Now they are dormant, a lot of them, so you got to develop them, which means you got to get up off your backside and you got to start working. You got to develop your body. You've got to develop your mind and you've got to develop a relationship with me. Now I'm just like, I'm thinking, because there's a lot of times where I've kind of sat around, I've been lazy, I've done nothing. Sometimes I lie in bed for too long, I don't get out. Sometimes I don't do everything that I say I'm going to do in the day. And, you know, without holding yourself accountable, or at least feel like someone's holding yourself accountable, that laziness will get to a point where it's going to become out of hand. Now, I genuinely feel like after watching that video and after listening to that, it really hit with me and I felt like I didn't want to be lazy anymore. I wanted to keep working. I wanted to get off my backside and actually do something that's beneficial for myself. Now, I'll leave that with you guys. You know, you guys can do whatever you want with that speech. However, try and take a good part of it. Try and take the good side out of it. You know, try and stop being lazy. And honestly, just make yourself better in every possible way that you can. Even if it's just 1% better a day, that's 360% better in a year. However, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will see you guys again tomorrow for what should be an arm session. So that should be pretty good. But anyways, have a good rest of your day.